This is fine, I'm fine. I'm fine. Any news? Anything big happen in your lives this week? No, nothing big with me, no. I quit my job in the middle of a pandemic. I'm fine, what makes you think I'm not fine? Yeah, so in case you weren't aware, last Friday I decided to leave my job that I've been in for 5.5 years as a social media creative. So I would make videos and then I would do a lot of memes and graphics and Photoshop and I would put them out on our social channels, and that's what my job was. The thing is, I've always wanted to go solo. Like, I've always wanted to be independent of it, and I've been trying to build up my own Patreon and build up a following, and it's been incredible the support I've had the last 2 years. A lot of people have come over from the Try channel. Fucking Try, love, forever. And thank you so much for being here. But this is something I've wanted to try for a long time, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. But I guess you miss all the shots you don't take. You miss all the shots you don't drink also. Remember that. I wanted to leave my job for about 2 years, and it's no fault of the job. I loved working there. I love the people there. They're truly the best group I'll ever work with. I got stuck in the road. I felt brain dead. I was numb. Nothing excited me in the job anymore, and I kind of felt like I had outgrown it. And I was in the comfort zone. I was in the safety net of knowing this job is fine, I can do it. I'll take home my pay and be fine. But it wasn't fulfilling or challenging me anymore, and I needed that. And it's weird because I'd just be coasting through life and that's fine, that's what I want. But for over 2 years I just wasn't alright, and I'm terrified I've made a massive mistake. Of course I am. And I don't know how this is going to work out, but at least I'll know I'll try, because if I didn't, I'll always be thinking about it and be kicking myself. And also, okay, since I decided to hand in my notice, every sign has been there, like every suggested video for me has been like, now's the time to leave your job and do your thing, like everything online. And I mean, maybe that's the algorithm because I've spent 2 months Googling when's a good sign to leave your job. Probably linked with that, but it's been nothing but positive reminders that I'm doing the right thing. So universe, you better not let me down, okay? I'm watching you. I'm fine, I'm totally fine. I am excited. I'm looking forward to just seeing what comes next. I mean, I've genuinely always wanted to do this, and I think it's something that a lot of people think of doing and never feel they can. And I'm definitely one of those people. And I mean, don't use me as a good example of, well, if it works out for her, maybe it will for us, because I don't have a lot of luck. I'm quite unlucky. So what I've done is probably a not great idea now that I think about it, but if anything, I think I owe the pandemic for me making this decision, because I don't think if the pandemic had happened I would have ever felt I should try this. I think because I'm not living where I was in Dublin and paying as much rent, that I don't have as much expenses anymore because of the pandemic, and I'm not going out or travelling beyond my kitchen, that I feel I can actually take this risk and see how it works out. I'm terrified and I'm not sure how it's going to pan out, but I really think if it wasn't for the pandemic I never would have even tried. I would have spent so much time over the years to come wondering, why didn't you do it, Justine? Why didn't you take a risk? Why didn't you take the chance, huh? Maybe because I wanted job stability and security. But no, I think I always would have beat myself up about it, and I think, and from talking to so many people, they've been saying you're doing the right thing, you're taking the risk. It's something I've always wanted to do. Being able to now hopefully be in a position that I can just create more entertaining content and comedy, that's really what I want to be doing. So, I mean, fingers crossed that this all works out. That's me crossing my legs too, in case you can't see that. I'm fine, I'm fine. So look, I'm going to give this a go. As you know, talked about in the past, I've suffered a lot with my mental health, but I've had a lot of anxiety and just feeling very down and depressed, and I've just felt I needed an extended break from work to just focus on myself, as well as just building up my pages. I want to work on me too, and I hope that doesn't sound too cheesy because it's really not meant to be. It's just the truth that I have wanted to just have a better relationship with myself and be healthier, be better with myself, you know, go for more walks, have a routine, get myself into better habits, because I've just been neglecting that for the last over 2 years. I haven't been looking after my own mental health or myself at all, and I've needed and wanted this extended break, and I've gone to different doctors and they've all recommended this, and I've always just done a thing of taking 2 weeks off work and getting a doctor's note and hoping that would get me by long enough. But It isn't. It's like trying to recharge a battery, getting the tiniest bit of juice back in it and then putting it back in the remote. It's going to last a few days, but then you're back to zero again. And that is what has happened to me consistently. And it was not easy, and it's not easy to go and tell your employers that you need to leave, that you need to take an extended break. And I mean, they were really understanding in that, but they can't hold a job for an unidentified period of time, because I don't know how long I need, and I don't know in the next few months if I'll realise that, hey, actually, maybe it's the job that's really affecting my mental health, that line of work just doesn't suit me anymore. So you can't, and I didn't want to take the piss with them either, to be like, hey, could you hold my job, but maybe I won't come back if it's not good for me. Like, that's not possible, and I could not do that to them. So it's very terrifying. I've never seen a horror movie, but I'm just going to guess that this is more terrifying. One I right now could make a great horror film. That's what I'm saying. I'm just sit me in and watch someone quit their job and see if it works out. Terrifying. When your whole job is making content for online pages, when you finish work, the last thing you want to do is spend more time creating your own, looking at more stuff online. And that's what I found. I had so many ideas, but I just did not have the energy or the want to do it anymore once I finished my own job. And I talked to so many people who worked there and who left before me, who were always like, how are you even there this long still? Because they could only last about a year or a few months and they'd have to leave because it creatively crucified them. And I've definitely experienced that. I kind of dipped my toe in early in the year. It's me dipping my toe in. I took January off one page to kind of test the waters to see how I'd get on. And honestly, in January, I had not been that creative in so long. Like, I was creating far more videos every week. I mean, they weren't all great, but at least I was creating more. And I'd never felt so free to create. And the second I went back to my job in February, I just felt that wall was back up of not wanting to create things beyond my job. And it wasn't fair in the company either. I wasn't giving them 100%, and it wasn't fair on them either. And I mean, you never know down the line if they still have a position in a few months and I realise I've made a massive mistake. I could maybe go back if stars aligned that way, but I'm not holding my breath, and I've made this decision. I have to try and see now how it works out. I'm excited and terrified. Have I said that? Have I mentioned that? Have I mentioned I'm excited and terrified? I don't know if I have. If I haven't, I am. I need to at least try. I need to challenge myself in that sense, because I've been coasting, and that's not an enjoyable way to live either. That just day to day is the same thing. You're not challenging yourself, you're not growing. And I wasn't growing. I'd stopped. I'd stunted my growth. I'd metaphorically smoked boxes of cigarettes and stunted my growth. That's what I had been doing the last 2 years. Not literally. And also, taking a bit of time for me and focusing on my mental health and just looking after myself. One thing I really want to do is get back to playing music. I want to learn, and I'm going to learn the piano. That's one thing I really want to do. I want to get better at playing guitar. It's another thing I really want to do. I want to catch up on a lot of movies and books and series. Please suggest a way, because that's one huge thing I want to do. I want to spend some time going back to comedy writing. I've been working on different pitches for sitcoms. I want to get back to one and pitch the shit out of it. It's Britney pitch. I want to learn how to make like musical jingles, because I want to try and make more like jingly songs and stuff for comedy stuff. Yeah, I really do want to spend a bit of time on myself too, and just grow and learn and challenge and be terrified all at the same time. This is the best cocktail of emotions and feelings I've ever had. So look, we'll see how it goes. I'm terrified and excited, but let's see what happens. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for being here and supporting me. It means the world that you're here, truly. Please don't go anywhere, please stay. Please. I'm fine. This is day one, this is my first day off unemployed, and I'm making a video, so I think that's progress. I'm actually doing it, I'm doing the thing. I am doing the thing. It's a T for thing. I am excited to see. I'm terrified, but excited. That's good, right? Terror-sighted. I'm exified. I'm terrified. Terror-sighted or exified. That's me. I'm fine. Totally fine. So, look, let's see how it goes. Thanks for being here. Make sure to give a like and subscribe, because there's going to be far more videos coming, I promise. And thank you for being here. And I'll see you very, very soon. Cheers. Thank you. Bye. I'm fine.